Hey, let's play. Welcome back to more Smackdown vs Raw Custom GMO with your boy Herotheycallme, repping this new Pepsi Hero shirt, man. Soda pop drinker. Anyways, you can buy that down below. But anyways, we are in another episode. We just got past Judgment Day, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we're in Grenoble, France, building up towards Vengeance, which is not our pay-per-view. We have very low funds. It's been a terrible start. Mismanagement up the wazoo. But before we get started with this episode, I actually wanted to try to make a trade. I do not want Michelle McCool on my roster, and she is a 2. And there is a man that I want back who is a 0, and that is Default, because he's my whipping boy. So we're going to try to make this trade go through, and hopefully it does, because I would love to get Default back, and of course it does. So Default is back. Michelle McCool is on their brand where she belongs, because we don't have a women's title. It's pointless to have her. Another person of that nature is Crusierweight, who eventually will be traded back. I think she's a 64 right now. I don't think they really have anything that I want that's, around that potential. Like Vacant would be the best opportunity. Herotheycallme, Starman, guys like that. But I would just essentially help them out, I think, would be more of an issue. So my goal is to try to get her more popular so she could, come up and we could trade for Marcus Power. But we'll have to wait and see for that, because I'd like to get him back. It'd be really difficult to do that. But so here are our rivalries. Savage and Quest are still going strong, so I might as well have them in another match, right? Azrael Viking Local is a rivalry, but it's not really. Alexander Storm Ultimate Tiger is a rivalry. Samuel Wrestling versus Doc is also a rivalry that's going strong. Little Scoop and Frank LaRose is gone. Young Duas and Fred LaRose, we'll probably have another match with them. Just why not? Telon and Bork Lobster, we'll keep that feud going too, I think, until it dies out. But here are our champions. And our roster, we have a bit of fatigue in Azrael, but that's about it. Daddy Slane is still out for a couple weeks. 2 weeks to sign 3 guys, and we have $400,000 in cash, so that's an issue. So obviously this week is all going to be about money and building. So since we have Default back, and we know he's going to be a whipping boy, he's going back into his handicaps, and we're going to try to build up our Cruiserweight Division, because our Cruiserweight Division is a joke. So that is the goal for this month anyways, or the next couple of months, is to have this opening match be the same match week after week pretty much. And just hopes of building up some of our younger guys that just can't win matches for some reason. So we're going to throw Tank in there as well, and we'll throw the Greek Olive as well. And that will be that feud. And our main event of the evening is going to be a blow-off match. Let's do a... let's see. What do we want to do? Let's do a special referee singles match. Quest and Savage with Crusierweight special referee. I don't know if special referee boosts their popularity at all. I think they have to win a match to get their popularity boosted, which is an issue, but that's what we're going to do with that. Promo here, we need advertising. That's all we need is advertising. Match 5, let's do Doc versus... Yeah, we'll do Doc. Where is he at? Doc versus Samuel Wrestling one more time, I think. Match 4, let's do another singles match. Let's do Telon and Bork. Okay. Match 3 is going to be a singles match between Young Dwiz and I think it's Fred LaRose is who he's feuding with, if I'm not mistaken. I'll make sure to check, just be on the safe side. I'm pretty sure it's Fred LaRose. Yeah, okay. So we got that. And then we have, one more match? If we have one more match, I could put the Cruiserweights in the match together. Or I could... Yeah, let's actually change the match type here. Let's do a singles with manager, no manager. So we'll put Fred LaRose on this side. Put a little Squeep on this side with Young Dwiz. There we go. And then match 2 is just going to be, let's do triple threats. Let's do Frank, Ultimate Tiger, and Alexander Storm, I guess. We have everyone else set, I want to say. Chick Magnet's not wrestling, unfortunately, but Alexander Storm, there we go. That will be our show. No Azrael on the show, but that's the show for this week. And hopefully Default doesn't win, Okay, Viking Local wins, which is good because he was at 8, so now he should be like a 10, give or take. So he's coming up. Frank LaRose picks up the victory against Ultimate Tiger and Alexander Storm. Little Squeak beats Fred LaRose and Untitled Chapter. Telon and Bork Lobster, or Telon beats Bork Lobster, I should say. Samuel Wrestling beats Doc. And Quest beats Andrew Savage. Alright, so that should blow off those feuds, I would think. Blockbuster trade. Oh yeah, so Blockbuster. Ooh, we won. Okay, good. SmackDown 20,000, not bad. Alright, still building. Nothing. We have expiring contracts. We gotta make sure we sign all these guys. We have $171,000 to do so. So, best of luck to us. Let's get Little Squeep signed to a contract. 5 weeks. We just gotta do 5 weeks for now. We can't do anything higher than that because it's too much money. 5 weeks, 821,000, and we have 3 more weeks to build up some cash. So I think we'll be okay if we keep it going. So let's check out our rivalries. Okay, that's gone sour. Still going strong. Might as well keep it going. Still going strong. Might as well keep it going. I think I'll have them in a Fatal 4-Way or something this week. Maybe we'll do a Fatal 4-Way for the title. That'll be the main event for this week. Between Telon, Bork Lobster, Sound Wrestling, and Doc. And we'll watch that. That'll be the match we watch this week. I think that'd be a good one. Nothing in free agency, obviously. Let's go ahead and check the reports. So we had a 0-star opener, which I expected. 1 star there, half a star there, 2.5, 2.5, and a 2 main event. Okay. Raw results. I'm not quite sure how I didn't win, or how they won. I should say Vacant won the world championship, or is the world champion still. I should say probably beat Charlie Winston. And fan support is, it's getting there. We're still a million off, but as long as we keep winning, taken away, like if we could win every week going into Vengeance, that would be helpful because they're just going to win it all back anyways. But we got a show in Japan, so like I said, the main event is going to be a Fatal 4-Way. So let's go. It was Doc, Samuel Wrestling, Telon, and Bork, right? That's what I said. Yeah, that was for the title. Match 5 is going to be, let's start a new feud. Let's go Savage. Well, do Chick Magnet versus... I feel like I should try to build up Chick Magnet as well, because his popularity is so low. Let's do Chick Magnet versus Quest for the title, and just see if he wins, then we'll build up Chick Magnet. If Quest wins, we'll build up Quest. So, title match there. So 2 title matches tonight. I'll do more advertising problem. We have no time to do main event hype, unfortunately, but I feel like I should, but it's 50 grand, fuck it, I'm doing it just because it's a Fatal 4-Way for the World Heavyweight title. I feel like it needs to be hyped up. Do some single matches here. Let's do let's see, let's do Azrael versus Savage. Do that as a match. Match 3, let's get that handicap match out of the way before we do anything, because we know that's going to be a match for sure. 1 on 3. Default on this side. Vikings 8 now, okay. Defaults, put Ultimate Tiger in there, why not? Like I said, we're building up the Cruiserweights, so Viking. Hopefully they built. So we got Alexander Storm, who still doesn't have a match, so we got to put him in a match. Let's do Alexander Storm versus Fred LaRose. Perfect. And then we'll have I think we can do another handicap match here. Let's do another handicap match. 1 on 3. I think we have enough. We can do Tank versus Frank. Tank versus Frank. Little Squeep and Young Dwiz. Yeah, that's alright. Use Tank as a whipping boy, why not? I feel like I should put what's her face somewhere though. Christy Hemme. Let's put Christy Hemme in this match. Let's change the match type real quick. Make it with manager. So we'll have Quest be with Christy Hemme against Chick Magnet. Quest, where are you, sir? There you are with Christy Hemme, who I think is still 63. Was she 63 last week? I can't remember if she went down in popularity or not. But there we go. That's our show for this week. Pretty good one. I like it. I think it's pretty good. So let's ready up that. We gotta go 1 by 1 so we can watch that match. Ultimate Tiger picks up the win. Good. Of course, Tank picks up the win. Bastard. Alexander Storm versus Fred LaRose. Fred LaRose picking up the victory. All right. Azrael versus Andrew Savage. Azrael losing. Chick Magnet versus Quest with Herotheycallme. Quest picks up the title. That's exactly what I wanted. That's perfect. And our main event, let's get into it and watch it. Fatal 4 for the World Heavyweight title between Doc Telon, Bork Lobster, and Samuel Wrestling. Oh, sorry, I was on my phone. Make his way to the ring. First is Doc, obviously. Getting another title opportunity, this time in a Fatal 4-Way on SmackDown. Samuel Wrestling got to defend against 3 other competitors. 2 feuds colliding. Doc getting his last chance at this world title before someone else might get an opportunity. So you better hope he walks out with that gold wrapped around his waist. Like I said, he's had a pretty good singles run thus far, leaving the Hero Club at WrestleMania. Now he's got his opportunity to once again be World Heavyweight Champion. See if he can get it done. And opponent number 2, making his way to the ring, obviously is the enigma known as Telon. Not quite sure what his gimmick is or what he wears to the ring, but the crowd can't seem to get enough of him. Huge over superstar on the brand. Once again, getting another shot at the World Heavyweight title, and he seems to do pretty well when he gets his opportunities at the World Heavyweight title. I'm pretty sure every time he's got an opportunity at the World Heavyweight title, he's pretty much won it. Usually in singles matches, though, to be fair. So Fatal 4-Way is a bit of a different animal. He's got to beat one wrestler. It's not an elimination match, so he's just got to beat one man. You can pin Doc, you can pin Bork Lobster, you can pin the champion Samuel Wrestling, but as long as he pins or submits someone, he'll walk out with that title around his waist for, I believe, the 3rd or 2nd time. I can't quite remember how many times it's been. Might have been more than 3. It will say if he wins it. And our third competitor, a newcomer to the scene, Bork Lobster, lost a match last week to Telon. But at the pay-per-view, he dismantled Telon, so he's looking to get revenge one more time, and this time the title's on the line. So what better way to get revenge on a former World Heavyweight Champion by pinning him to become the new World Heavyweight Champion? Of course, he doesn't just have to pin Telon. Like I said, he could pin either Doc or Samuel Wrestling, or make them submit. As Bork Lobster makes his way to the ring, looking to become one of the youngest World Heavyweight Champions in the business, if he can get it done. This muscular crustacean of a man has been pretty dominant so far, and he's looking to raise his stakes in the business tonight. And here comes the champion. Been pretty dominant thus far as the World Heavyweight Champion. Was dominant United States champion, and then in the second Marcus Max Power has been gone. He's been one of the best World Heavyweight Champions yet. Both those men are actually been real good. Marcus Power was amazing. It'd be nice to get him back. I'd like to have a feud between both of them to see who the real champion is, but unfortunately we can't do that right now. Honestly, can't remember. Did he beat Marcus Max Power for the title? It was Azrael, wasn't it? No, it was Ultimate Tiger. I can't remember. There were so many different title changes so quick when we were going through it. Someone with a better memory than me would have to let me know. But Samuel Wrestling looking to walk out of this unfair match, as he said. He was very angry at the general manager for putting him in this match, especially on a SmackDown. He's like, I'm a pay-per-view champion. I'm not a SmackDown champion. And here he is with the World Heavyweight title in an against all odds match. Has very slim odds, 25% chance of walking out as champion. So we'll see if he can get it done. And here we go. The bell has run in this Fatal 4-Way for the World Heavyweight Championship. This is our main event of SmackDown this evening, as these 4 competitors all have a chance, well, I should say these 3 competitors all have a chance of becoming the new World Heavyweight Champion. Samuel Wrestling has a 75% chance of losing this title here tonight. Him and Doc obviously squaring off, going at each other, and Bork Lobster and Telon in their long-lasting feud. Look at that backflip by Telon. Look at the athleticism by the Rainbow Afro man. He's looking to prove a point to the youngster, Bork Lobster, that he's not ready for the World Heavyweight title, so we'll have to wait and see about that. Nice snapmare into the drop kick by Doc. Doc just looking to get his first singles championship here tonight. All he needs to do is pin one of these men or submit one of these men as he gets caught in a Cobra Clutch by Bork Lobster, as both men, Sound Wrestling and T-Lon, break that up. They're not having any of that. Oh, straight into a sleeper hold, an elevated sleeper hold here by Sound Wrestling on T-Lon. He got him caught, but T-Lon able to escape. Still bothers me that they didn't put an escape animation. They just let him go. Wrestling games, right? Too many animations. Ooh, Bork Lobster teeing off with those rights across the face of Doc. Samuel Wrestling catching T-Lon. Oh, nice snap jab taking Bork Lobster down. Must have hit him in his unprotected spot. Knee right to the bridge of the nose by Samuel Wrestling on T-Lon. A nice little short elbow drop right there. Knee strike to the gut of Doc. Samuel Wrestling looking to take care of his foe right now, but instead switches his focus. But goes right back to Doc, switches his focus again. Don't turn your back on the wolf pack. You might end up in a body bag. A waddy bag is what I was about to say. Nice backbreaker there by Bork Lobster, taking down Doc. Ooh, a couple strikes by T-Lon. T-Lon with a nice fist in the face. Bork Lobster tosses him over his head. Nice, interesting judo toss right there, I guess you could call that. T-Lon going behind. No, deciding against it. Bork Lobster now. Teeing off on T-Lon's face as Samuel Wrestling has got Doc in the surfboard stretch, but it's broken up. Elbow strike misses. Ooh, look at the stretch muffler now. Samuel Wrestling just looking to stretch out Doc in this match. Doc already the only person injured so far of a yellow head. Samuel Wrestling very close to getting a finisher, as T-Lon just chops him down with a couple kicks. Bork Lobster now, his focus shifted towards Doc. He's going to put him in a what the hell is that move called? Why can't I remember the name of it? It's such a rear naked choke. That's the name. That was like such a basic submission hold. The rear naked choke, body scissors, sleeper hold, if you want to call it that as well. In this game, it's probably what it's called, I believe. It's probably just called like sleeper hold 5, to be honest. But Doc now trying to wrench the neck of Bork Lobster, as Bork Lobster is taking a bit of a beating. So is Mr. Wrestling, Samuel Wrestling, Mr. Old School. Got the yellow body, Doc with the yellow body and yellow head, and T-Lon with that yellow head. But Bork Lobster, the only one still at full health. The man beast Bork looking to keep the momentum going for himself, but he's stuck in a Boston Crab here by Doc. And T-Lon looking to put Samuel Wrestling in that modified camel clutch, wheelbarrow camel clutch. Bork Lobster now finally in a yellow belly. Doc, the only person with a finisher right now. Samuel Wrestling was close to him, but he lost all his momentum when T-Lon decided to shift focus to him. Quick takedown there. Oh, looks like Samuel Wrestling going to the top rope. What's he going to look for here? Nothing. Decides the better of it not to risk his body with that high-risk maneuver. Got another backbreaker on Doc by Bork Lobster. Into the ring goes Samuel Wrestling with T-Lon, followed up by Doc. You gotta believe Doc will probably be looking for the knockout here with one of his finishers. The Doc out. Surfboard stretch is applied, but broken up by Bork Lobster. Then right into the stretch muffler goes Bork Lobster on T-Lon, trying to stretch him out. But that's broken up by Doc. Doc now putting T-Lon in a submission hold of his own, looking for the bow and arrow. My goodness. T-Lon in a world of hurt right now with all these submission holds getting applied on him. T-Lon though with the reversal. Toe kick. Looking to follow it with nothing. Gets caught with the toe kick of Doc's own. Doc going to the top rope. What's he going to look for here? Flying elbow drop connects as T-Lon tries to get out of the ring. As Doc has got another finisher. Apparently he used his finisher. I didn't see him use it. Missed it. Apparently Sound Wrestling now also a finisher of his own. Able to take Doc to the ground. Looking for a shin breaker. As another stretch muffler will be applied here by Bork Lobster on Doc, or on T-Lon, I should say, which gets broken up real quick. Samuel Wrestling not having any of that. Samuel Wrestling now catching Doc, looking for the tallywhacker. Bam! Could have hit it on Bork Lobster, but decides to hit it on Doc instead. And the tallywhacker has been applied. Here comes the pin. Could be enough. 1, 2, 3, and Samuel Wrestling picks up the win, defending his title. Well, here's your winner, and still the World Heavyweight Champion, Samuel Wrestling, defying the odds, beating the man that he said he was going to be here tonight in Doc, and finally putting him out to pasture. That's what he said. He's like, I don't care what the odds are. I might not be happy with this match, but I am the true champion. And he proved it here tonight as he beats Doc. and that feud is most likely over. Salmon Wrestling going to be looking for a new competitor to challenge. All right, let's see if we won this one here. Fan change. Raw, goddamn, was it 40,000? Damn, that's unfortunate. I was hoping we get a better show out of that. What was the Raw rating here? 1.5 stars. Are you telling me I didn't do better than 1.5 stars? I did 1.5 as well. They just had a better show, apparently. Got a new champion in Quest, which is nice. Let's check our emails here. Nothing in there. So let's go ahead and check our current champions. As we see, Quest is here now with the title belt. Our rivalries, our Salmon Wrestling and Doc is still going. It's double thumbs. I feel like I have to keep it going if it's double thumbs. You know, there's no point in ruining a double thumb match. But that seems like such a good cutoff point for the feud. Maybe do Backstage Brawl or something, you know. Something a little angry that he lost the match. It's probably the best thing to do. So another 0-star opener, but, you know, we're building. It's going to be tough, but those matches are going to be pretty bad. 0.5 star second match, 1 star third, 2.5 star fourth match, a 1 star, ugh, that's bad, and then a 3 star. So yeah, that makes sense why the show wasn't as good as I thought it was. Their show was pretty bad too, though, so that's unfortunate. So let's go ahead and check our rosters. I just want to make sure we got 2 more weeks left on Bork. We have $1 million. Crusierweight got 2 weeks left as well. It would be nice to be able to like boost her, you know, but she's 64, so she went up in 1 popularity. She was 63, right? So I guess being a manager helps. So that's good to know. Bork Lobster's popularity dropped to a 32. Savages went up to 77. Salmon Wrestling's at 74. Herotheycallme's at 64. T-Lon's at 62. Okay. What about Ted Slanes is dropping because there's nothing I can do about it. He's out of action for 3 more weeks. Doc is content. He's loss after loss, yeah. Alexander Storm's content. She's also losing, apparently. Azrael, Frank LaRose, Fred LaRose. Let's see what else we got here. Default's a 0. Chick Magnet's a 0. Yeesh. Tank's been up to a 5, okay, because he won that match. Lil Squeep is a 7 because he lost. Tiger's a 9. Degree Call's a 9. Viking Local's a 12. Fred LaRose is a 31. Okay, so that's not too bad. We're building. It's coming along. I checked the thing. Okay, so let's get into our show. We have 3 more shows left. So, main event of the evening here is going to be a backstage brawl. Let's do a parking lot brawl. Hopefully this will be a blow-off for Salmon Wrestling and Doc. No title on the line. Match 5. Azrael and what's-his-face works so well. Might as well do it again, right? We'll do a table match. I think Azrael. I'm not sure. Let's do a submission match because I'm afraid Azrael is kind of hurt. I don't want to hurt him. That would be a mistake. So let's do Azrael and Savage. Keep that feud going. Promo 2. I don't have injury return promo yet, which I'll do for Callum if I can. We're just going to keep building up money here. Where's my advertising? There it is. Double advertising. Opening match, as we all know, is going to be our handicaps. Not our handicaps, our handicap match. We don't have handicap wrestlers. Viking Local. Let's throw the Greek in there. And we'll throw, I guess we'll throw Ultimate Tiger in there as well. Okay. Build that up. Match 2. Let's do another handicap match here. Let's do 1-on-3. You can throw Tank on this side again. Chick Magnet on this side. Yeah, that works. Who else can we throw there? That's a question. Alexander Storm. Get him a win. Why not, right? And who is he? Did he get into a feud with someone last week? I feel like he fought like somebody. I just can't remember who it was. Is it Frank? Maybe it was Frank. Let me just check. I feel like he fought someone last week. Rivalries. Fred. It was Fred. Okay, so I'll put Fred in that match just to keep that rivalry going. You know, build a little tension. So let's change superstars. Let's put Fred. Beautiful. Okay. Let's do a single with manager match here. Let's do Frank LaRose versus Quest, Herotheycallme. So I guess switch Herotheycallme to this side. Herotheycallme with Quest. Okay. And then match 3, we could do, what do I have left? I know I have Bork and T-Long, which is still going, so that's probably going to be what I throw in there. I just want to make sure we got a little Scooby Young Wiz. We can do a tag match or something. Let's do a tag match. Just, get everyone involved. Normal tag. Let's Scooby Young Wiz. They need something to do, right? So Young Wiz, and we'll throw Bork Lobster and T-Long on the same team, see if they can coexist on the same team this week. That's not a bad show. I like it. Everyone's on the card, so that's pretty impressive. So let's ready up that. Viking Local picks up another win. Good for him. Alexander Storm beats Tank with the help of Chick Magnet and Fred LaRose. Young DeWiz and Little Squeak beat T-Lon and Bork Lobster. Okay, good. Frank LaRose beats Quest. Andrew Savage beats Azrael again. And Samurai Wrestling beats Doc one more time. The Parking Lot Brawl match of the week went to Raw. We won, though, so that's good. 20,000 fans, it's not much, but it's better than nothing. We got 2 contracts expiring, so we got to make sure we get those taken care of. So we got 3 contracts expiring. Trying to throw a fastball at me with Daddy Slane. We'll give him a 5-week deal. We're going to get everyone 5-week deals because, like I said, our money is tight. Not 3 months, 5 weeks, please. $75,000. Quest and Viking are coming up. Just going to give them their deals now. So let's check the rivalries, see if everything is still going. Okay, that's finally done. Good. Quest versus Frank LaRose started. T-Lon versus Bork Lobster is finally done, so that's good. So now we can move on to bigger and better things. Savage and Azrael is still going, but I don't know if I want to do that feud. I think that's kind of pointless. I think I might move Savage to Samurai Wrestling just because they're both really high popularity. It's the best bet. We'll have a good matches with that. Let's go ahead and check the rosters, make sure everyone is healthy. Yeah, we're all fine there. So we got Savage and Samurai Wrestling both 77s. Yeah, that's the feud that has to be done. Crusierweight went down 1 because she didn't win her match. Let's check how the young guys are doing. Chick Magnet went up by 2. Tank went down. Little Squeep went up by a couple. Ultimate Tigers at 12. Two Calls at 13. Viking Locals at 16. Building up. It's good. Schedule for this week. We're going to start our feud between Savage and Samurai Wrestling. There we go. 1-on-1 match there. Match 5 is going to be... We got to get Frank LaRose his title match, right? So, since he won. So we'll do Frank here. Do Quest on this side. Okay, with Christy Hemme. Bam, US title on the line. More advertising here. Match 1. I'll do the handicap match again. Default's on the wrong side, so we'll move him. Just grab one of the young bloods here. Viking, there we go. He's a 16. He's coming up. He's getting there. It works. This thing works. Builds people up. Who else do we have in this? We have Ultimate Tiger. That's who it was. Building out that Cruiserweight division. Okay, so I need Fred versus Alexander Storm needs to be a match. Let's do Alexander Storm versus Fred LaRose. I'm going to put the Cruiserweight. Oh, he's not the Cruiserweight. That's right. Fucking Ultimate Tiger's Cruiserweight champion. I forgot about that. We need to build a new feud, so let's go with something here. Let's do Doc versus T-Lon. I think that'd be a decent one. Doc versus T-Lon in the feud. And then our opening match, who do we have left on the card? I know we got Chick Magnet, Tank, Little Squeep, Young DeWiz, and Bork Lobster. Let's just do a main event battle royale. I think we have 6, right? That's 4. That's not what I want. Main event. How much does a battle royale take place? Anyways, it is $34,000. That's expensive. I'd rather just do a handicap match. It's way cheaper. Tag on trio, I guess that could work. It's $1,000. We could put the Little Squeep and Young DeWiz on this side. And then we could put Bork Lobster, Chick Magnet, and Azrael on this side. That's an interesting combination of people, but it's gonna have to do. Okay, that's not bad. Ready that up. Herotheycallme picks up the victory this time. Bork Lobster picks up the victory with Chick Magnet and Azrael, where Young Duez and Little Squeep. Doc beats T-Lon. Alexander Storm beats Fred LaRose. Quest beats Frank LaRose for the title. That's good. That's what I wanted. And Savage beats Samuel Wrestling in a singles match. That must have been a decent show, right? SmackDown, good. Okay, how many fans did we put in the seats? 60,000. That's what I'm talking about. We're building, boys. The building blocks are coming. Email, we got nothing here. This is going to be our last show here. Let's check the popularity meter. T-Lon is content. What does he want? Losing every week. He wants a win, so we'll try to get him a win this week. Savage went to 78, so Samuel Wrestling dropped to 76. Christian jumped up to 64, so that's good. A couple weeks left for everyone here. Fatigue levels are pretty low, so that's good. Our rivalries are in place now. I guess we'll keep this one going. Quest of Frank LaRose is a rivalry, so I guess we'll keep that going. Why not? And Doc and T-Lon is also a rivalry, so nothing's a free agency, there never is. Reports, SmackDown results, 0, half a star, 2, 1.5, 1.5, and 3. So that's not bad. Better than what they put on, that's for sure. So let's check the fan support. Well, actually, we'll do this fan support after. This is the last thing. All right, so Lexington, Fayette, Kentucky. So main event here is going to be, let's do a good old-fashioned submission match between Savage and Samuel Wrestling. Get those two going. Match 5 is, let's do a fatal 4-way. Frank, T-Lon, Quest, and who am I missing? Doc, right? That's who it is. We'll do that. Put the title on the line, why not? Promo here, let's do an advertising promo. Promo here, another advertising promo. Match 1 is going to be a handicap 1-on-3. Default, Tiger. So Greek Olive there. Christy Hemme is going to be switched out for Viking. Okay. We'll do another handicap match 1-on-3. Put Tank on this side, Little Squeep, Chick Magnet, and Christy Hemme. Okay, try to build them up. Give me a match here. Bork Lobster. We can do Bork Lobster versus Azrael. I think that'd be a pretty decent feud. And one more singles match. Where do we have? Alexander Storm and Fred LaRose. We can do a triple threat. Triple threat. Duez, Fred LaRose, and Storm. It's a pretty good triple threat. That's not bad. Keep things fresh. Go home show. You know, we got a title on the line. Not bad. Okay, simulate all. Ultimate Tiger picks the victory over defaults. Little Squeep beats Tank with the help of Chick Magnet and Christy Hemme. Bork Lobster beats Azrael. Young Duez beats Alexander Storm and Fred LaRose. Doc is your new United States champion, finally getting it done, becoming a champion, beating Quest, T-Lon and Frank LaRose to become champion. And Andrew Savage beats Samuel Wrestling again in a submission match. Vengeance happened. Obviously, Fan Change is going to go to Raw here. Let's see how much they took. 125,000. Yeesh. That's strong. I don't like that, but whatever. New champion is crowned vacant. I didn't even know he lost title. Let's go ahead and check the email. Time there if you were to return, ready for return. Data science fully recovered from the broken hand is clear complete. That's good to know. So we got him back in the action. We got to mix him into the fold, right? He's falling down to 55. Maybe I'll have a feud with Doc. That'd be interesting, right? Savage is an 80 overall now. Christy Hemme is a 65, so she's coming up. Doc is a 58. Let's see, we got our 2-0s here, but these are our whipping boys, unfortunately, for Tank. He has to be a whipping boy right now until these other guys get more popular. Little Squeep and Chick Magnet are 9s. Ultimate Tiger's at 20. Degree Calls at 22. Viking Locals at 24 is coming up in the world. So I think we did what I wanted to accomplish, was get our Cruiserweight division a bit more popular, and they're in the 20s, so it's not bad. By next month, hopefully they'll be in the 30s or early 40s or something like that. Would be nice. So make sure no one needs contracts. 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. I'll sign the low guys right now, like the Greek. I'm going to get him to a 3-month because we're building him. You know, he's smart. Little Squeep as well. Let's get him to a 3-month. Tank. Let's get Tank to a 6-month. There we go. Frank LaRose, we'll get him to a 6-month as well, just to keep those guys around for longer, you know. Okay, so that's good. Our rivalries going well. Okay, that's good. Current champions is good by my books, besides Ultimate Tiger, but he is building up popularity, so it's okay. Let's go ahead. I just want to make sure, what's his rating now? Marcus Powers is 78, so he's getting higher up there, which is a problem, but we are trying to build up Chris Amey to trade for him back. No one's in free agency. I want to check the reports here. I want to see how good our show was. A 1.5. We got another 3-star main event and a 2-star second, so that's not bad. It's a good build, you know. So the Raw show was a 2-star, so the Raw show actually beat me, so they got double advantage. So let's go ahead. Actually, let's look at their show real quick before we do anything. Their pay-per-view, that is. They had a 0-star opener, and they had a 1.5 secondary, 2.5 third, fourth match is a 2.5. Pebble Saruman versus Marcus Power and Herotheycallme. Match 5, which was Justice Keeler, was a 3.5, and then a 2.5 main event. Okay, nothing too crazy, but okay, let's check the reports. I imagine we're pretty far back now because of that pay-per-view, but we'll see how it went. 4-3 versus 5-6-9. So our goal is to build up. I want to get at least 1 million fans. I want to be at least 5-3 by next show, but more likely 4-8 I think is more reachable. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you're excited to see some new faces trying to get pushed, and if you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like. Check out the Teesprings down below, please. Buy some sick merch. You know, you gotta stay, you're staying indoors anyway, so have it delivered to you. And until next time, here for life to sweet me.